This is Kent Molgat along with Jim Csek, and we are just a few weeks now ahead of the September 27th Level Up event at the Trinity United Church. This is a big event.
This time we're doing AI Summit.
It's all about AI this time.
Artificial intelligence, for those that don't know what AI is.
So, why did you decide to zero in on AI?
Well, this is back up a bit. 2019, we did the summit on leadership, and you got to interview former Prime Minister Jean Chrétien and former Prime Minister Stephen Harper, and a couple other people you interviewed as well.
That was quite a day. Such a pleasure to talk to both of those.
Probably one of the biggest business events that we ever held in Kelowna.
It was amazing.
And then I think the AI Summit is probably going to be, in the past 100 years, the most transformational event or transformational time we're in. And the AI Summit was going to kind of give you some of the tools and understanding of what AI means right now and in this fast accelerating future we have.
AI it does seem to be so potentially transformative. It is all at once exciting and a little bit scary
for lots of people. So I have literally right now, I have a car that drives me back and forth to work, like hands free, point to point, drives me back and forth to work. And I have discussions with.
So you're not driving it?
I'm not driving it. So
we're safer already.
Sure, absolutely. And then, and I'm having full engaging verbal discussions with an AI agent back and forth to work.
Right.
Like it's not text to whatever. I'm actually having a full-on conversation like you and I are having right now.
Yeah.
And it's a fully engaged conversation. And I think it might be a tad smarter than me.
It does seem to me that we're at a stage now where if you were running a business in a competitive area, if you were to just go, AI, who needs it? That could be a mistake.
That could be a huge mistake. So I'll just give you a couple examples that happened to me this weekend. So I was speaking with a new doctor, young doctor, young anesthesiologist that's interning right now. And I was telling him about AI, and he's like, "What?" Because he's been busy studying, right? So he's like, "It can do what?" And then so he asked it a question. I'll give you the question. He just wanted to test it, so he asked this question, and he just wanted to see what the response would be. Can you give me the anesthetic considerations for aortic stenosis versus aortic regurgitation? And I was just like, I don't even know what he said, right? Do you?
No, not fully.
So then the AI provided a response which is lengthy and gave him the pluses, minuses of both, and then gave a summary. And he said, yeah, that's bang on. Not bad, right?
So even a doctor who's maybe a little bit confused or maybe torn on which direction to go could just...
Well, it gives you another source. So here's even more. So a granddaughter that's just turning 3 is still 2 was asking questions of AI this morning. And the questions it asked was like, what is a tree? And so explained to her what a tree was, right?
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what is a tree? And then told her. And then she asked 3 other questions, and it has a verbal discussions with it, so she can ask the questions. Like, I haven't used Google other than for maps in the past month and a half. I ask all my questions directly to AI. And it gives you pretty good responses, and it includes food labels. If I want, if I'm looking at a food product, I'll take a picture of the label, and it'll tell me the nutritional values of that, and also the pros and cons of eating that, the sugar content. And like Kim bought, my daughter bought gummy bears that said on the front like healthy, no sugar, and all this thing, and it was like right. Packaged nice, just bought it at the farmer's market. And I tried one. And I said, that's awfully sweet to have no sugar. And so I took a picture of it and asked AI, where does it get its sweetness from? And it said, yeah, the number 1 ingredient, there's maltodextrin. And it said, that's an alcohol sugar, right? So, and it said, don't eat too much of it because it'll upset your stomach and could cause diarrhea. And sure enough, I looked at the small print on the package. It says right there, don't eat too much of this. It could cause diarrhea.
Don't bring us back to Olestra. But okay, so you've got 6 speakers.
So far, yeah.
And all with a perspective on AI.
Yeah, so Peter Diamandis, who's the founder of XPRIZE, which was the start of this private space race. He's doing one for wildfire mitigation. He's doing for longevity. There's one that he's doing, like there's a $100 million prize out there for increasing lifespan by 20 years. There's one out there for carbon capture. Elon Musk gave him $130 million to do the best scientific carbon capture. So those teams are competing right now for carbon capture. There's a whole bunch of prizes out there. So he's going to kind of give that broad overview of what AI and how it's changing the world. Robotics, he's an investor in Figure 2. So is it Figure 2? Figure 2, I think it is. A robotics company that plans to have robots in people's homes shortly, and I think in around the $20,000 US mark. And also then there'll be Kane and Alessia, they've trained over 3 million business people on how to use AI in your business today. And they've been on stage with Richard Branson, they've been on stage with Tony Robbins and all that kind of stuff. So they're going to give you the stuff that you can use today.
Right. And so there's real today focus, but if you don't mind me asking, you seem super enthusiastic about AI. Do you share any of these worries? There's some pretty smart people that have serious concerns about, this much transformation.
So I understand that, and I really do, because it is scary at the same time. So definitely, like even guys like Elon Musk said that we need to have regulation and controls over this, because it could be. It could be abundance for everybody or scarcity for everybody.
We have to agree on controls, and you can't get two people to agree on anything.
The big problem, though, is why we can't really pump the brakes too much is, will Russia stop if we stop? Will China stop if we stop? So that's
what got us into the arms race,
That's
Jim.
what I mean. So the space race is real, and the space race has to be an AI, right? So nobody's stopping. So we need to figure out a way to kind of control it, I guess, but with, and figure out a way that it's abundance for all as opposed to Skynet out of Terminator.
In the meantime, I guess these long-term concerns are there, but it sounds more at this conference, people can't let the opportunities it presents blow by.
I think it's a great place for business people and people that are working still to go there and get an understanding of what AI means to you, your professional development, and your business. I think not going and getting an understanding from world thought leaders would be, I would think, a mistake.
Huge topic of conversation. Go to this event and you'll be the smartest person in the room.
Yeah, I mean, just like I said, there was a young doctor that didn't really use ChatGPT, and he's right away he downloaded the app because he says he can use it a lot in his personal life. He's trying to eat better too. He's trying to make sure he's eating healthier foods.
Right.
Because looking after your own health is one of the keys, right? So eating better foods is a big part of it, and AI can help with that, right? Because it can help you decide what is good food and what's not good food. It can help you with exercise routines. You can upload photos of labels. You can upload photos of yourself and ask it to analyze you, where you're at in your fitness and where you fit in the percentile. It's pretty incredible what it can do.
Amazing. Yeah. And just for people who have heard about enough by now, the particulars are September 27th.
September 27th, the same place we held Level Up 2019 at the Trinity Church on Springfield. It's got now it has theater seating. Remember last time it had pews? It's all theater seating now. They put a lot more money into the sound system and the stage system. It's going to be, I think, one of the most significant business events in Kelowna in this decade for sure. And I don't know what's coming, but we have a robotics company coming. They're going to present. They have a robotics company. They're working. They have 60 people working in Salmon Arm. They're creating robots for mushroom picking.
Wow.
Yeah. So they're going to speak. We have Dan Berger coming from Vancouver, Frontier Collective, which is a big thing on AR, AV, and AI. So that's there's so many people that are involved in AI, right? And the guy that opened last time, one of the favorites from the last time, Walter Bond's going to MC the event.
He's going to people loved him. Pump up the energy, make sure nobody starts falling asleep.
Former NBA player.
Yeah, incredible. Thanks for telling us about it, Jim.
You bet.
All right, and thank you for watching Kelowna Now.